There we go, now I can get it. I think I lost everyone in the area though. I was the only survivor. Maybe not. Just seeing if there's any collectibles around. Can't do that. That looked like the way I need to go, so head this way first, as I always do.
During an AWE investigation, our agents discovered a light switch cord in a Butte bungalow closet. They pulled the cord and were instantly transported to the Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream like haze. Inside, they found a door marked with an inverted black pyramid. And just like that, it led back to the oldest house, some 2,000 miles from Montana. Now we're finding the cord in increasing numbers throughout the Bureau. Somehow the two places, they became in tune to each other. The actual physical location of the Ocean View is a mystery. Stepping beyond its walls has so far proven impossible. A place of power, like the oldest house.
Last trip there was someone trying to get into the motel though.
A light switch cord in a Butte bungalow club.
I'm glad to see you're still you.
Medic, what's the damage?
They've each taken a few hits. We need to get them to a surgical station ASAP. but I don't
Ranger
think they're
Squad,
stable enough to
Charlie.
move.
Ranger Squad Charlie 7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold just after 0500 Zulu. Can you please state your names and describe the purpose of your expedition?
Kevin Horowitz.
Rupert Wells.
Our mission was to map quarry grid coordinates G29. Secondary objective, as always, was to find a route from the threshold entrance and maintenance to the formation. Secondary objective was not a success.
What a surprise.
And did you encounter any previously unrecorded event or entity while inside the threshold?
No, nothing. Do you think we should tell him about the mermaid?
Excuse me?
Yeah, the mermaid. Horowitz here found this mermaid in the quarry, just sitting on some black rock. She was singing this beautiful song, and he was overcome with desire. She was so alluring.
Siren.
I'd say she was more enchanting than alluring.
Fine, enchanting.
Did you tell your CO about this?
No. Because it didn't happen.
Nothing happened. As usual, the quarry is full of rocks. That's it. Can we go now?
Fuck you guys. Get out of here.
That's
7 returned from an expedition into the quarry threshold.
We are moving out, and I am not leaving them behind. Now do what you need to do.
nothing else. Oh no, there's something. Agent Death Notification. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Potts, I regret to inform you that your son Graham Potts... I already read that one, didn't I? Yep. So this one is Marshall Trench's behaviour. Marshall Trench's behaviour. Have you noticed the recent tension between Trench and Darling? They've both been acting odd lately. Trench concerns me the most. His sudden hostility towards Darling's project is very unlike him. He was the one to approve all this Hedron research in the first place, but after Darling unveiled those HRAs, he was livid. I personally don't see any reason not to equip Bureau staff with an additional protective device, especially not if it's as strong as Darling says. What do you make of this? Have you seen anything from either of them that strikes you as odd? Let's talk in person soon, before the next Bureau heads meeting. M.
Hey, thanks for bringing down that... whatever the fuck that was. But we are barely holding on here, boss. How's the situation outside maintenance?
What do I tell him? The truth is harsh, but these people seem familiar with death.
The hiss are everywhere. Most of the Bureau is lost. We need Blackrock Prism to make more HRAs for any survivors in the safe rooms. I'm here to check Darling's Blackrock lab.
So to recap, death, disaster, and imminent destruction. Another day at the FBC. But Darling's lab is just past Blackrock processing. I got good news and I got bad news on that front. Good news is, it's right down the hall. Bad news is, a hiss monster has decided to move in, so that's great.
Monster.
That's what the Rangers said. The ones that survived, anyway. But we are just treading water here, and the hiss keep coming. Salvador would know what to do, but apparently he took a security team into the containment sector just before the lockdown happened, and, well, no one's seen him since. But hey, at least we got you, our fearless leader.
They shouldn't rely on me. They don't know me. They don't know how I've failed people.
You've done a good job here, Arish, but you should take your people and get to the base and executive. You can regroup there. I'll go deal with this monster. I'm getting kind of used to them.
Aye, aye, Faden. And be sure to put a bullet in that thing for me.
Will do. Now, what is this monster gonna be? As if there's nothing to collect at all here. Few dead bodies, eh? Quite a
Arish
few.
wasn't kidding about that monster.
Yeah. I thought he was missing his legs for a second there. Swan boat procedures. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. Description, altered effect. Item is made of fiberglass, painted to resemble a swan. Foot pedals allow the item to propel forward in water. The item emits a pulse of physical force at an estimated force of redacted, possible connection to OOP5. Measuring the exact force created by the item has been hindered by concerns from the Human Resources Department. Background. The item was seized from an activity rental service called Redacted, located on Lake Redacted on Vancouver Island, Canada, after it ejected numerous riders over the course of the summer, bringing the boat to the attention of the media. This item was transported to the Bureau by helicopter. A containment specialist accompanied it, sent to recite formulas C9 through 32 recursively. What occurred in the helicopter is not known, but all agents were lost in the crash. The item was recovered and then transported by train. It arrived at the Bureau without further incident. Okay. Am I going to be fighting a paddle boat?
You showed me the HRA when I first got here, and the machine that makes them. Can you help me find a prism? Shit! They're shattered. Not a single prism left. What the fuck?
Go. There you are. Did I get it?
Let's hurry up and find Darling's lab.
It didn't drop much health though. There's the lab. Nothing else in this area I want. Looks a bit destroyed.
There are areas in the oldest house where, under the right conditions, when
Hiss distorted. That must have been what I just thought. Field research on Hiss entity, Hiss distorted agent. Confidential. Summary. Hiss distorted agents are able to render themselves invisible and emit a powerful concussive blast when in close range of their target. Curiously, the Hiss distorted is apparently not able to utilize both utilities at once. It must make itself visible when it goes on the offensive. The Hiss distorted is unique in the fact that it wields a paranatural ability previously unknown to the Bureau, perhaps tapping into a yet undiscovered object of power. How does this invisibility work? Does the distorted become resonance temporarily? Does it use Hiss resonance to refract light? The physical deformation of this particular Hiss entity is noteworthy in its thoroughness. Clearly the human host would have died from such extreme alteration, which prompts the question, are the corrupted simply animated corpses? Refer to file redacted for full report.
there are areas in the oldest house where, under the right conditions, when the frequencies match, other dimensions leak in. We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where black rock comes from. Extra-dimensional matter. It has the unique property of blocking out a lot of frequencies. A good thing. It keeps things stable, contained. Think of it as paranatural lead. Our research involves many dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Black Rock line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code for the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The codes. Black Rock 665. Neighbor of the Beast. Get it? We can do that again if you...
Yeah, I was thinking you don't really want that on the video. But it made it to the video.
Frequencies match. Other dimensions leak in. We call these areas thresholds. The quarry is one of the more stable thresholds in the maintenance sector. That's where Black Rock comes from.
Oh.
You've heard that too, right?
Dimensional matter.
Black rock comes from a threshold,
blocking out a
quarry.
lot of frequencies. A
So
good thing.
the prisms must be there too.
Contained. Think of it as paranatural lead. Our research involves many...
Black Rock. Summary. Black Rock has allowed the Bureau to make great strides in containment procedures since it was first discovered. This report will examine how its very structure is comprised of redacted density that nullifies all resonances with a range of redacted to redacted hertz. Bureau innovations that cooperate Black Rock with will be analysed, most notably the fire breaks. Feats of engineering designed to contain any further future outbreaks, attacks, or other internal threats. The goal of this report is to encourage Bureau staff to explore further innovations using Black Rock, as work in this field has markedly slowed in recent years. Refer to file 593-1733 for full report.
dangerous things we absolutely need to keep in check. That's what the Black Rock line fire breaks are about. The panopticon container cells.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but I need the code for the quarry elevator.
Oh, Emily. The codes. Black Rock 665.
This should get us into the quarry.
Neighbor of the Beast.
Was that something new? Doesn't look like it. Ooh, I can add something else here. That one is reload efficiency. Do I have... No, that's the only reload efficiency one I've got. I should probably delete some, destroy some of these, deconstruct some of these as well. There we go. Headshot boost sounds pretty decent. Damage boost, I'll go with that one. Ah, that's not what I wanted to do. I think it was headshot damage I had in there, wasn't it? I might have had damage to armor. I didn't realize I had a spot for a second one here. I had a lot of those. Health recover sounds good. There we go. Yes. Now I can get to Black Rock Quarry.
Everything here is crazy. Weird, but it feels right. Like how the world should be. I am in an infinite building leading to different dimensions, and I never want to leave. Even with all the horror, I'm happy. I feel safe. Just the right kind of insane.
Oh, we're back here. I've already cleansed this room. Oh, what? I can't go back that way. That's annoying. There was a room I didn't get to go there. Got there through this way, didn't I? What? You're not gonna step out here and help me? Well, good news, I've destroyed the monster. And didn't I tell you to go back to that other room? I can go in here now. Not that that does anything. That is the way I need to go. Almost back there. Yep, this is it. So I was meaning to go straight ahead there. I went this way just to see if I could. Now it's actually locked. I went through there and they trapped me on the other side. Yeah, why wouldn't they let me go back through there?